Hello viewers, how's everybody doing today? I did decide to start a new hardcore Ironman chunk locked account with my spawn being lumbridge. I don't intend on restarting this account or forgetting about this account if I lose the hardcore status. I just want to see how long life will last, which based on my last hardcore Ironman, not very long. Some of the rules I would be limiting myself to would be deciding to keep the starter items just because it will progress the account a little faster. There's also nothing unachievable in lumbridge that you start with, so it just saves me a little bit of time. Skill-based actions inside the chunk must be completed in order to progress toward the next chunk. Example being chopping a yew tree, because there's a yew tree in the graveyard here that's accessible in my chunk. I'm also going to make burning a yew log and fletching a yew log a stat requirement as well. Just because you need 65, or you see 60 fire making to burn a yew log, 60 to fletch arrow shafts from a yew log. I will not be an extreme one chunk Iron Man like some of the YouTubers I've watched, which means I'll not be getting 99 defense to equip a defense cape just because of the defense cape instructors in my chunk. It just take way too long. I don't really have the time for that. I won't make random event drops necessary to complete a chunk. For example, if I were to get an uncut diamond from the Molly random event or any other random event, I will not make myself train crafting to cut this because I don't have a viable method of training crafting within my chunk. I do get a few sheep in the pen over here, but that just takes so long. I'll consider monster drops as new best in slot items that need to be acquired from unlocked chunks, like killing goblins. Drop a bronze square shield, I'm gonna have to get that. I will be excluding things from the rare drop table or drops that are like 1 in 5k, such as like the draconic visage from a dragon. It's just not, it just take way too long, and I don't want to spend hundreds of hours trying to get one thing. To address a few things from the start as well, I'm not going to be making any skills such as magic or prayer limit my progression toward a new chunk. I must have a way of training the skill within the chunk and within reason. I'm getting 1 experience per action. I'm not going to sit there and train it way up. That's just, I don't have the patience for that. If you guys want to see that, I could try it, but just let me know, you know. One other thing I wanted to address was a possibility of unlocking more chunks by hitting milestones set by either myself or the viewers. One example I came up with was actually a spin-off Link's Carnio. I'm not sure how to say his name, but he lets himself unlock a chunk every like 10, 20, whatever total levels. I don't know if I wanted to copy that. Just let me know. Hope to get some feedback on that. If you have any other suggestions, questions, or issues with these rules, please address the matters in the comment section below, and I hope you enjoy the video. Starting off with a banger there, 2 thieving. Probably gonna get like 5, 10 maybe. Then I don't know, there's a lot to do. Might be a surprise, but I think after 5 or 10 thieving, I'll start woodcutting, followed by some fletching. Have to get 60 woodcutting, and probably gonna go with 60 fletching also, just to fletch the bows from the yew logs, and probably gonna get 60 fire making also. That all is a requirement. About to get 3 thieving here. There it is. So after I get 5 thieving, I'll let you know what I decide to do next. And here we are with 5 thieving. The goal right now is to get 200 coins for a steel axe. So once I hit 6 wood cutting, I can just use that straight away. Problem is I ran out of food. Don't really have a source of food. So what I plan on doing is when I'm waiting for my health to regen, I'm gonna go start chopping trees. Okay, forget what I said last clip. There actually is a cabbage spawn here. Not a great food source, but it is a food source nonetheless. There's a knife down here also that I'm going to pick up so I can start fletching when I get to my wood cutting. Also a leather boot spawn, which is currently my best in slot. But of course I'm going to pick those up. Don't think I'm going to get 10 thieving before 200 GP. Maybe I'll just stick it out and get 10 thieving anyway. Definitely going to get the steel axe when I hit the 200 GP and start wood cutting. You'll see what the next progression clip is. And there we go, 6 wood cutting, which is the requirement for steel axes. This log will put me at 8 fire making. There we go. So as soon as I get to 15 fire making, I'm going to stop burning the logs and I will start fletching the logs. I'm going to go ahead and sell this bronze axe to the general store here. Get a little bit of GP out of it. I'm keeping these ashes on the fires. I know some quests require ashes, like the first part of RFD after you help the cook with cook's assistant requires some ashes in the fruit blast. I'm going to keep these. Eventually you can use them for herb lore as well. And I'll see you with 15 wood cutting. And here we have the 15 fire making. Now burn oak logs. I'm really close to being able to cut them. 1 level off after 2 more logs. So I'm gonna go bank this. Actually, I'm just gonna start fletching these, and I'll update you with a fletching level. And here we go with 5 fletching. We can now make short bows. I will be fletching all these into short bows. Currently at 18 wood cutting, and 10 fletching is gonna be the next requirement, which would be a standard long. I believe it's 10 fletching. Oh, these give the same amount of experience as the shafts do. I'm probably just going to stick with the arrow shafts. Didn't realize that. Fletching is very slow at the start, but all these other levels are just rolling in. 18 woodcutting already. It's nuts. Just finishing up our second random event. Usually this one gives gems, so let's see what we get out of this. There we go. 2 diamonds. Good thing I set that rule, or I don't have to get like power ammo or something. That would be very rough. And right now I am 20 wood cutting, still working on that fletching. Let you know when I get to 10 fletching. And here we have 10 fletching. We can now do longbows. Currently at 24 wood cutting, 600 experience, away from 25. Coming in on that 30 real quick. And there, boys and girls, 15 fletching. I can now do oak logs into arrow shafts, which is going to make this a little bit faster. But it's still pretty slow. Because longbows are actually a little bit better experience. Well, there's 30 wood cutting. I can now cut willow logs. I'm at 17 fletching, and earlier I thought the longbows gave a little bit better experience than the arrow shafts out of the oak logs. That is false. They give the same amount of experience, so levels are going by decently quick, especially the wood cutting now that I'm cutting oak logs. It's awesome. And here we are with 20 fletching. We can now do oak short bows, so this cash stack here is going to start growing. I did get a bird's nest. Let's see what we get. Banana tree seed. Won't be able to use that for quite a while. No fruit tree patches near us, but wish that would have been a tree. We could have done this if we unlocked that chunk. And there's 33 wood cutting. I decided to train up combat a little bit, so there's 5 strength. Gonna switch to attack, get 5 attack, so I can wield the steel axe. Save a little bit of inventory space while I'm chopping wood and fletching. I don't think I'm gonna get defense at the moment just because it's not needed. So I guess I'll see you with some skills updates. And here we're about to get the 5 attack requirement for steel weaponry. There we go. I'm gonna equip the steel axe and get back to the chopping block. Get some more oak logs, turn them into short bows, sell them to the general store, get this cash stack up. Just hit 35 wood cutting here. I can now do teak logs if we ever get that far. I mean, of course we'll get that far eventually, but closest one would be Oozer, and then that's in the desert. Here we are with 25 fletching. I can now do oak longbows. See how much more that is. Looks like it's about 8 experience more. Always welcome the increased XP. That is awesome. These levels are flying by. 36 wood cutting already. Here we are with 30 fletching. I believe allows us to make arrow shafts out of willow logs. So we are 5 levels off willow short bows, though. Hopefully get there soon. And here comes 35 fletching, which means we are going to move on to willows. It's going to be awesome experience drops now. Right now, 8.5k from selling all these oak longbows. Got a bird nest here, orange tree seed, another fruit seed. That's not what I wanted to see. Got this from a random event. It was a Rick Turpentine. Got a Leo again. I've had 3 of those now. And I got a Captain Arav, whatever his name is. Got 150 GP from that. That's the update at the moment. Can't wait to get going on these willows. About to get 40 fletching here. Just a minute. There it is. We can now do willow longbows. It's only like an 8 experience increase, so the rates aren't going to go up that much. I just realized they're all about 8 experience rate increase between bows. So it's still going to take a while. Did get a drill sergeant random event. Got the camo top. As you can see, I have a lot of bird nests here. I'm going to open for you guys. Emerald ring. Apple tree seed. Banana tree seed. Acorn. That's not bad. Oh, palm. That's good. It'll be a while before I can use that, but that's a good seed. And a willow. So that acorn is the closest one we can use. That's at 15 farming. If I ever get this patch behind us unlocked, we can weed until we get about 15 and then use that. That's pretty good. I'm at 47 wood cutting. And I'll update you guys probably at 50 or so. Decided to start working on a little bit of fire making. Here is level 20. So at 30 we can do the willow logs. I'm not sure what level I'm going to stop at. Kind of getting bored of fletching. Really want to make some progress on this account. So if you guys leave a comment as to whether or not I can unlock some chunks with that skill-based unlock, that'd be appreciated. And with that 20 fire making, I'm actually going to end the episode here. I want to thank everybody for watching. Leave a like, comment, and subscribe if you enjoyed. Make sure to leave a comment about what I can do better or what you'd like to see in this series. Thanks for watching.